Thank you. You going out? Yeah. Me too.
Hey guys. What is up? Ooh, that's bright. I might have chose a bad space to sit here. Hello. How are y'all doing? Hello, Florida Grown Adventure. How are you? Mark, your garden is looking so good, man. Hey, Little Creek, how are you? Lone Star Living, the Hesitant Homesteaders, my friends are here. How are y'all doing? Oh, man. I lost track of time in the garden. I'm sorry that I'm late. Sadie Christensen, you should join our Facebook group and post pictures. I'd love to see your garden. Hello, Brambles and Briars from Antlers, Oklahoma. Is it Antlers? Is that what that is? Antlers, Oklahoma. Okay. Hey, Karen Carol. Hello. Deborah. Lone Star Living. I want to see it. I hope y'all are drying out down there. And could I mention again how to purchase my T-shirts? We will talk more about this in a second, but as for right now, I'm going to go ahead and throw this link up here. And right now we have a coupon code. I'll put this up and if anybody wants to grab it. Okay, cool. Hello, hey Rose, hey Kate's Kitchen, Stivers. Time is counting down. It's going to be an exciting week at Roots and Refuge Farm. Yes, my love. What? Okay. Okay. Go outside, Con. Oh, goodness. So, hello. How's everybody doing? Okay. Dana said it might take a few tries to order the T-shirt. I had a few issues, but I can't wait to get mine. I've had a couple of people tell me that it was giving them a hard time trying to go through, but that everybody said they were able to get it through. Kendall Best, can you go over in a video how you spray your tomatoes with aspirin? In the past, Kendall, I've just put an aspirin and dissolved it in a gallon of water, but I'm actually going to be trying something new this year, and I actually talked about it in the garden tour that'll go up tomorrow, where Gary from the Rested Garden, he uses aspirin with baking soda and peroxide, and I'm going to try that because my tomatoes are already starting to have some sickly leaves. Oh, Justin Barrett, thank you so much for that. That is so sweet. Thank you, Kate. So what works for succession planting in Central Arkansas? Green beans and squash. I plant those throughout the summer, and then I usually do like a second planting of things like cucumbers and all of that towards the end of the summer where they'll be growing while it's cooling off, and beans, noodle beans, all that stuff. Tinkerbell, that's awesome. I see people talking to Daniel. Daniel, I didn't see you come in, but hello. Daniel is at the beach right now, so little jelly there. I'm sure he's going to have a really fun time. Oh, Little Creek, I'm so glad. I need to go check my P.O. box. I haven't checked it in a few days. Sand Hollow Homestead. You just called me the tomato queen. You guys must know that today I found my very first almost ripe cherry tomato. So I'm pretty pumped about that. I think it'll be ready tomorrow. Oh. Hannah's Homestead. I'm going to be following Gary from the Rested Gardens advice on making a spray with baking soda, peroxide, and aspirin. And I'm going to try that this year because I'm starting to get some yellow spots. It's just been so wet and very, very hot and wet here. So our humidity some days is literally it's like 90%. And so my tomatoes are already looking sickly. Would you plant melons in a raised bed or in the ground on the fence line? It really depends on the soil. Whether what you would do on that. You could do either, really. Oh, major impact, your first baby pepper. That's so exciting. Oh, Little Creek, how exciting. You got your first baby tomatoes. Hey, there's the city stead. What's up, man? Nicole, yeah, I use oils in my garden. I'll have to put out some information about that. I use peppermint oil and lavender. Right now I'm having some pollinator issues and I'm thinking about putting some lavender and stuff down there. Soon we'll have bees, and so it won't matter. Bees are not our secret animal. We're getting bees also, secret animal and bees. An oil infuser. Okay, John, I haven't checked my my P.O. box in a little while. I'll have to go check it tomorrow. Hey, Pine Knot Family Farm. Cool, Nicole. Yeah, I love doTERRA. I'm glad to give you some information on that and help you with your business too. Yeah, guys. So today is Sunday. We're leaving Thursday. You guys will know what our new animals are. I hope Friday. I'm hoping to shoot something and put it up, but probably Saturday at the latest. I'll edit it while we drive and upload it on my hotspot because I want to share. I have kept this secret long enough. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I'm glad to have you with us. Mark, I want to know what the exciting news is. Okay, when do you top off your tomato plants so the plant focuses on ripening, Stephanie? I don't typically, honestly. I don't typically do that. But because I live in the very humid, hot South, and so my tomato plants don't usually last until freezing. I'm hoping to change that this year using some preventative measures to keep them from getting sick. But my tomato plants don't usually last until freezing. And so I've never had to top them off. But maybe somebody here who has topped them off can tell us. Rose, yeah, I don't know, Rose. I mean, yours do you usually lose your plants before freezing? In Georgia, you're further south than me, so I don't know. So live, laugh, poop, repeat. Thank you so much for that. I love your name. It's so funny. I hear Velociraptors require metal containers for transportation. I hope you have enough. We have been having to work out the transportation issue this week. It's a bit of an ordeal. We are taking a caravan to go get our new animals. And I gave away today in our video, if you haven't watched it, that it is more than one animal. That is true. And we are actually having to take more than one vehicle up to get them. So, move raptors during the winter. Jennifer, I do neem in the evening so it can be dry by the next morning. What are my favorite channels to watch? I don't have just a whole lot of time for YouTube, just entirely honest. Like for me, it's a toss up. Like if I'm watching a lot of content, I'm not creating content. So I choose to create it most of the time, but I do catch up with my friends and watch their videos, here and there and catch up with everybody. So a lot of the people that you see in my videos, those are the people who have channels. Those are the people that I'm watching. Keenan Dua, I hope I said that right. I've implemented the armpit tomato trimmings as second plantings. Thank you for the compliment, but that is really cool. That is such a great tip that so many people don't know. You can take your suckers and root them. Back to Earth Living. Am I going to record the song with Daniel that we did at the end of one video? Yes, we are going. We are going to be recording that song. We're actually going to be getting some recording equipment, and Daniel's going to be starting to record some of his own music and with equipment so it sounds really professional to be able to share it. And yes, I will be. Oh goodness, I almost exited this. We'll be recording that song. We're going to try to do a really good version of it for you guys. I will definitely be doing what to do what to do with stuff from the garden videos, Sarah. I really want to share that stuff with you guys. For sure. Wow, Jacob, you got plants almost taller than you. That's awesome. I hope they produce lots for you. Do you harvest many seeds? Be Earthy Homestead? Yeah, I save a pretty good amount of seeds. Especially if it's something that I can't readily get, then I'm a lot more, like, I like to know how to save seeds. And I love the fact that knowing that if I were given a handful of seeds, I could feed myself off those for the rest of my life if I needed to. But I don't, save seeds for everything just because I have a dumb seed collection. And so it's just kind of like, well, I don't have to. But if it's something that's a little harder to get or something that's just a little more on the rare side, and like, for instance, like you save one melon, you've got like 600 seeds. And so a lot of things, like if I'm going to cut it open and we're scooping the seeds out anyway, I'll go ahead and save those because why not, Oh, Charity, your first tomato sandwich. Woohoo! Amy, I will start recording canning videos as soon as I have something to can. I got nothing yet. I mean, I've got like half a gallon of green beans. That's all I've really gotten out of the garden so far. So we've not eaten our own sunflower seeds. No, we've sorry, I missed who asked that question. I'm having a hard time scrolling back up. We've given them, Randy, we've given them to our chickens, but like we haven't had just a ton of them. The birds get them and I haven't really fought them on that. I'm doing well, Little Creek. I think I probably look kind of tired. I just came in, I came in from the garden and just came straight to this. So it was a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for the super chat, McClendon Homestead. I did get your email. I'll get back to you guys on that. Farming our backyard. We are trying to figure out exactly what we're going to do in Ohio. Here's the deal with the Ohio trip. We have multiple friends and family members who are taking off. It's 950 miles one way for us to go where we're picking up our new animals. And on the way back, we have to drive straight home because we're going to have a trailer with animals in it. And so we can't stop. And so we're trying to work out what we're going to do. We would love to meet every single person that lives between here and there. But we can't really feasibly do that because of the fact that we've got friends that have taken off work. We can't stretch it out as much as we would like to. Hello, my love. So we're trying to work that out and see if we can figure something out. Would you like to join us?
Sure. Do you want to just hop over a seat?
Yeah, I'll just hop over. Alrighty. Here comes Sweet Maya to join us. The light here kind of stinks.
Oh, why are we doing it here?
I made a bad choice. I guess we could move it. I just didn't want to clean off the other end of the table.
Don't knock your kombucha over.
Okay. I'm going to move you guys down here so we can actually... Oh, nice job, Sweet Maya. Okay. We'll go right
We're
here.
starting on that side.
Yeah, I just didn't want it to be super bright. Oh, just put it on the counter, baby. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Crystal. That's super sweet.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. It's better.
It's
not so bright.
I like you pretty good.
Yeah.
Whew.
Oh, the new animals are unicorns.
Velociraptors. How many times do I have to say that? People are knuckleheads.
Woodland Farm. I just use iMovie. We keep it simple. That's what was free on our laptop. That's what I know how to use. I would like to get into like fancy editing, but Stiver said the man, the myth, the legend. Oh, thank you, Jen. That's
you are
cool.
Amazing.
I haven't seen that. I think I got a notification about super stickers, but I haven't seen one. That's cute.
Oh, that is
thank you,
funny.
Jen. I appreciate that.
The man, the myth, the legend. He must be talking about himself. That's a little prideful, Zach. Announce yourself that way.
Kenandua. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Oh, like, okay, well, Shenandoah, is that how, that's how we say it in the South. So Kenandoah, is that it? Or is it actually Kenandua? Urban Homestead. Listen, even like the correct pronunciation, like I can Arkansasify up some stuff.
Sure
Some
can.
pronunciations. Dr. Witchies will tell you that. Oh man.
I actually heard that the doctor decided to change his name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Because
I think he
well, he changed it anyways.
died.
His son decided to change his name.
We can't dishonor the doctor. Shirley, I know how to brew kombucha, and I do have a SCOBY, but it has been in the same batch on my counter that I'm sure at this point would be dangerous to drink because it's been there so long. I need to refresh it. I'm really bad at staying on top of things. I get to juggling and things just fall through the cracks. So it's kombucha. It's a fermented tea. It's very good for your gut. I just introduced my mom to it. She
Store-bought kombucha.
Yeah,
Tastes
this
like
is-
store-bought tomatoes.
No, it doesn't. It's
Yes, it
not bad.
does. Yes, it does.
Jeremiah prefers homebrewed kombucha.
I've preferred a specific person brewing it who's
Our-
going to teach Jessica how to do it.
Our
her
friend
method.
Jill makes really, really good kombucha.
Whispering Willow Farms on
Yeah,
YouTube and Instagram.
they just started a YouTube channel.
Okay, her kombucha. Okay, so we had that plant sale in Conway where we met some people, and that's actually the first time we met Ben Turn. She was selling plants also, and she brought some kombucha for refreshments and sold it. And honestly, since then, she's been selling 2 to 3 gallons a week.
I mean, as fast as she
Cashing,
can.
as
brew.
fast as she can make it, people are buying it. It's that good. Store-bought
Jen Millens-
kombucha is meh.
I have a video about how to save seeds, and it talks about tomato seeds on there, and it shows.
All kinds of seeds. How to save seeds of all kinds is what it's called.
Robert, thank you for buying a shirt. I'm so glad that you got one. Let me see. Here is our Teespring link. I just put it up, and right now there's a coupon code. It's Roots, all caps, 10% off. Made 4 new T-shirt designs.
Is Ethan in here?
Is Ethan in here? I
Yeah,
thought somebody
I
said
saw.
hey to him, but I didn't see him.
I saw it.
Yes,
I done
White
seen
Picket
it.
Fence. He's saying store-bought kombucha tastes like disappointment. I like store-bought kombucha. Jill's kombucha is the best kombucha I've ever had.
It is.
It really is.
I could drink it all day, every day.
But
So yeah, there's the Ethan.
You okay?
My feet hurt.
Sweet Maya. Ew. Thank you guys.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh, was that one of those ones from last time?
Ethan with that trigger finger, he takes
Get him,
care of his
Ethan.
trolls. Hi, Babs. What's the best way to get a stunted tomato plant to grow? I have one that's stuck at about 5 inches tall. Babs, that could be a number of things that's causing that. Like, in my experience, the thing that stunts them the most is compacted soil, like really thick, like non-aerated soil. So that might be what it is. I don't know if it's in a container in the ground. Oh, Malia's friend is on here and asked if she could come on to the live stream. You want to go get Malia to say hi to everybody?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll go get Malia. She'll probably be embarrassed.
She usually is. She can
she's-
sing like the Dickens, and she's super pretty and she's super embarrassed.
I don't know if y'all can hear him. He was talking about how well Malia can sing and how pretty she is, but how embarrassed she gets. Have you picked a ripe tomato yet? Mama tried. I've got a tomato that's almost ripe. It should be ready tomorrow. The pepper plants in the grow bags are doing really well. Alicia, they're doing really, really well. They've like doubled in size. Thank you, Sunshine Always.
Come around there.
Oh, where in Bama are you? Okay, y'all ready to see Malia? Our girl is here.
Look at her. Sing for him.
No.
Sing.
No.
Don't put her on.
Oh, man. She can sing, guys, for serious. Who was it that was
She
from
lovely?
one of her friends was on here?
Primal Cats, one of her friends.
Is that a boy? Is that a boy? It is a boy. You didn't say no. Oh my God. Primal Cats, I'm watching you, kid. I'm watching you.
We just wanted you to say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Oop, missed it. Block them. Don't open the freaking link.
I did it.
Boom. Get away
Oh,
from
hey,
me.
the family flips. Jessica and Joanne. How are you guys doing? No, I don't have an example of the tank. It's a Bella in canvas. Okay, there's 2 different tanks on the new tees, and one is like a unisex cut, and then one is called the women's flowy tank. And I have had that tank before. I don't have one here, but I had a shirt previously. It's a Bella in canvas. I wear like size large shirts, and I just bought a large in that. And it's like, it's not baggy, but it's not tight. So I'm going to be getting mine in soon, and I will share it with you guys and show you. Nancy Cohen says your girl looks like you. She does. She looks so much like him. And Toby looks so much like her. And yeah, Ben really does too.
Karen, that's Stiver's Karen, right?
Yeah, I think so.
How are you, Miss Karen?
Man, my peppers look kind of sad too. Thank you, McClendon. I appreciate that. Tammy, I wish I had better pepper advice. Guys, who knows how to grow peppers well? Somebody must know how to grow peppers. I need to watch their channel.
You can't be the best at everything.
No, I'm certainly not the best at that.
It's like this side of my face is shunning.
There's our, I saw somebody ask that. There's our Teespring. Rose, somebody was asking what to do for yellowing peppers. And I just don't know. I've heard Epsom salts are supposed to be good for peppers, but I don't know. I haven't done well. The peppers that I have, like last year, half of them died and half of them were ballistic, and I couldn't tell what was done differently for the 2. So,
what kind of fertilizer
Barbara
do you
Summit
use?
said living tradition. Oh,
Goldshaw said John over at Backyard Eden is like the pepper expert.
Well, I need to watch his videos.
We're gonna go watch John's videos, and then we're going to be better at growing peppers.
Oh man, I'm tired.
Yeah,
I know you're tired. Jeremiah and Ben Turn have worked today.
I'm ready for tomorrow. Let's do more.
Red Panda Ann, what do I do about my soil being super hot? Are you talking about temperature hot, like not nitrogen hot?
I don't think temperature hot is what she's talking. I think she's probably burning stuff like nitrogen hot is what it sounds like. Because like, what could you do about temperature hot? Like cover it?
Yeah, I mean, like if it's too hot outside, mulch. I mean, like you would mulch definitely helps keep your soil temperature like moderate.
You're the soil expert. I'm just building things.
I'm not an expert at that at all. As far as like it being nitrogen hot, I honestly don't know. Zuzu Cheap, we are right outside Bologna. And I'm familiar with Lynn.
My marigold died, and when I pulled it, could feel the heat radiate from it. So some shea cloth or mulch is what you said?
Yeah, mulch would be mulch.
What kind of mulch?
I mean, I use straw, but
Jill uses pine shavings.
Yeah, a lot of people like leaves. I mean, if you could like gather up leaves, like leaf mulch from if you have some woods. But putting some sort of covering down on the soil is definitely imperative to soil health.
Baker Acres Homestead, what do you do for a really slow growing garden? Fast.
Like what is it getting regular water? How is your soil? Like is your soil covered?
Raised beds, in ground.
Yeah, is it raised beds or in ground? I mean, the thing is with gardening is going to be troubleshooting. Sometimes adding some sort of fertilizer, whether you're adding compost, if you can get your hands on some rabbit manure, some worm casting, something like that. Sometimes that'll give it a boost, making sure it's getting regular water. If you've got really compacted soil, that'll make your plants stunted. And the best way to deal with compacted soil is adding organic matter and making sure your soil is covered. Mulch makes a really big difference as far as soil health goes. It keeps it from drying out. So, Yeah, there are quite a number of things.
Red Panda Ann, I have straw. Does having it in containers hurt?
Having your garden in containers.
Yeah, that's what she
Yeah,
said.
sometimes it's hard whenever you've got your gardening containers. Shade cloth. Where are you guys?
They're close enough to come to the shindig.
Yeah, I think they were further south than us though. So it's probably maybe some shade cloth, and also, I mean, if you can put your containers in an area where with the straw, you want to make sure it is herbicide free. I mean, like, we get it from a local guy and haven't had any issues with that. But like, especially if you're buying it at like a box store that they have no idea where it came from. Like, I think buying straw for your garden, it's best if you can find somebody local that's actually making the straw themselves. If you're going somewhere like Tractor Supply, I mean, you can ask the person who works there, but they're not going to know. Texas 8B. That's what I was thinking, that you guys were further south. Down there, you're probably just going to have to deal with shade cloth. I was thinking you were in an area that's hotter than here.
Honestly, I think the troll thing, you know when it really started? After we got verified.
Oh.
Since the check, that first live after was me and Ben, and was like, man, what is all this coming from? And honestly, I think that has something to do with it.
That's interesting.
Because we honestly have never been trolled this hard before that.
Laura McCann, what causes tomato blooms to turn brown? The main thing that I know is heat. Like, we've had days in the 90-degree area, and it's definitely like 95 degrees, and I've got blossoms falling off. Hey, Lauren. Oh, man. I don't know, you guys. One thing, too, if you are looking for advice, if you're having an issue, and we don't get to you on this because obviously we're not going to be able to get to everybody, definitely go and post it on our Facebook group, Friends of Roots and Refuge, and post pictures and stuff like that. There's so much knowledge in that group, and people will be able to help you. And that way you might, like, we get on that group and we do help as we can, but that's a community if you have some issues. Yes, we have amazing moderators. Can we please all give a round of applause to our moderators?
Yeah, going around of applause. There you go.
Please, you guys, give my moderators some love. When you see them pop up, please just go tell them that they're amazing.
Every day, Kathleen, my days are 95 to 105 degrees days now in zone 9B. My tomatoes have flowers but don't set fruit. Do you know why that is? And if it's how to help?
Okay, if you're getting really hot days are hard for tomatoes. If you're in the 90 to 95 degree highs, tomatoes are going to struggle. Now, I still grow them here, but I'm starting to get some blossoms dropping. It's going to happen. Some of them will set, some of them will drop. If you're getting blossoms, but you have no fruit being set, give your plants a little shake so that they can make sure they pollinate. Because if you're not getting enough wind, they won't be pollinating. So, do we get into medicinal herbs much? A little bit. I don't know just a whole lot. I use a lot of essential oils, and I do some medicinal herbs, just like really basic stuff like echinacea and lemon balm, peppermint. Like, my friend Lauren, who's on here, the Rooted Wanderers, she does a lot of herbal medicine. And so when I need something, I usually call her, and she gets me set up. But I don't have all the knowledge on that. I'm learning, but basically I'm still doing pretty basic stuff.
Yeah. What is lemon balm good for?
Anxiety, tummy issues. It's a treatment for cold sores, and actually it is one of the herbal remedies for herpes virus. So it's the essential oil. The plant is actually also called Melissa. And if you buy the essential oil from any essential oil companies, Melissa oil is very expensive. But lemon balm is super easy to grow. And so you can make tinctures and teas and stuff like that. I did we call it honey medicine, but like a syrup this week on a video, and talked a little bit about it. Atkins family. sometimes your eggplants might not need support, but they can get really big. When mine get big, I usually just put a stake down the middle and tie it onto that. It doesn't need a lot of support, but it just gives a little bit of help. So lemon balm is invasive. Lemon balm is very invasive.
That's why we put it in the 4-foot
We put it in a
square bed, and it took over with mint. So we put 2 invasive plants together, and it's like fight it out.
And now all over the ground, all around it, they pop up.
But it always gets trimmed down when we weed eat.
Oh, cool, Justin. You'll have to tell me how it went. I really liked sharing that with you guys. Where am I speaking next, Tammy?
Probably our dining room table.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll preach at me at some point. And listen, I'll sit back and be like, amen.
We are going to be, we're not speaking, but we're going to be at Doug and Stacy's event in August. And then I'm speaking at the Heirloom Expo in California in September for Baker Creek.
There's no more speaking or engagements between now and then.
And then Homesteaders of America in October. So the Baker Creek and HOA are the next.
That's probably the last 2 for this year.
I don't think I'm going to take anything else this year. We're just going to do those things and try to
take a break or something.
Something like that.
Probably won't happen.
Woohoo, Laura! 4 Kajari melon plants. Go you. I hope you love them.
I have tons of mint. What can I do with it? Everything. Smell it.
Making mint simple syrups is a really good way to put some of it up. And you can add that into lemonade or tea or, just put it into anything like that.
Are we going to the Cypress Homestead event 11/2?
Not sure yet.
Yeah, I saw Zach invited me to that. Haven't responded yet, Zach.
We would like to go to that, but I don't know. We have so much traveling going on that right now, I don't know yet.
When are the bees coming?
When are the bees coming? Soon.
In the next 3 days.
In the next 3 days.
I got the hives ready. I just got to finish painting the outside.
Yep. Which we're just jumping into all kinds of. Literally, the beginning of this year, we're we're not going to do anything new, and now we're
let's do 2 new things at the same time. What could go wrong?
No, we're really excited. Rebecca, I don't order from Johnny Seed, but I don't have anything against them whatsoever. I just kind of fell in love with Baker Creek. They were my first seed company, my first seed company love, and I've just been with them for 9 years, so I've pretty much just use them for the most part.
How do we get bees? We couldn't order any. Well, I'm getting 1 nuke from Ben Vinson, who set it aside for me. And then we have friends who actually own a store. If you've watched our old videos, February, March of last year, before anyone knew who we were, we did a bee class at their store. It's called Brothers Honey. It's in Conway. And they bring in all kinds of local honey products, equipment.
Lots of Arkansas.
There's a kitchen, a certified kitchen in the back where you can come in and harvest your honey. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. And they're not bringing local honey people together. They've got 30 plus hives. They are giving us 2 nukes, and Elvis and Katie are coming out to be in a video and help us get our bees set up properly.
Do y'all remember when I went and photographed that birth a few months ago?
January.
In January. I don't know if it was just a brief thing in a vlog, but that's my friend Katie. And we've been good friends for a while and have backed each other up on birth photography. She has a birth photography business and I don't do it. I'm not in business anymore, but I back her up. I'm her, if she has to miss a birth by chance, I go and shoot it for her. And she's only ever missed 1. I've only ever had to do 1 for her. But she's a sweet friend of mine. She actually photographed my births. I photographed hers, and they own the honey store. And so we're getting bees from them. We're actually putting in 3 hives of bees.
Yep. Because, go big or go home.
Yeah.
Can't keep it simple.
Angie Callahan, your squash are rotting at the root. It could be vine borers. We have my phone so I can.
Bye.
Okay.
That guy was just silly.
Yeah. There's some silly
How
ones.
big is your property?
The property we own is 4 acres. And then we also have the 3 acres next door to my sister owns that house. It's currently vacant, but we use the land. We essentially rent that house from her. And then we lease 90 acres next door where our horses are. We don't have access to do anything else with that property except run our horses on it. So essentially right now we're going to be using 7 acres and then keeping horses on the others. Yes, root bound they have. Our moderators are amazing. Our t-shirts. Okay, now that everybody's in here, let's talk about the t-shirts. I just posted the link to our Teespring. There's a coupon code right now that's called Roots, is the coupon code. So there are 4 new t-shirts that I actually designed these. We've had other people design our other ones, but I actually designed these. We took down some of the older ones but there's still others. The coupon code is good for anything in the store. So if there's one of the older shirts that you were wanting, you can use it on that. And there are stickers and bags and all kinds of stuff. But the 4 new designs, one is just a list of like some of my favorite tomatoes, and it's kind of just like a list of names. So I thought that shirt would be a really cool like conversation starter. Like you're just like checking out at the store, and people will be like, "Who is Paul Robeson and Dr. White?" You can be like, "Well, since you asked, let me completely explode your brain on tomato information."
Yeah, just sit there laying on the cash register drooling, and she's like, "Well, now you know." Did anyone see? If you haven't seen Art and Bree's video about compost, it is well done.
Jeremiah,
I don't even care about compost, but Art did a great job on this video. The editing was superb, and the music was really cool.
Jeremiah came in and he made us all watch it. He's like, "You guys got to watch this video."
But I want to kind of do something similar with like tomato names, because like Dr. Weishes or Witchies would be like a great like turntable kind of. That might be coming soon.
Oh my goodness. So that one, I did the one that said store-bought tomatoes taste like disappointment. Don't be disappointed, grow your own. One that said get in my life variegated plant to commemorate the variegated plant rush of 2019, where I decided I needed all the variegated plants. And then the last one was more along the lines of just, I don't know, it's kind of just like I said this, it's kind of like my prayer for just all of you guys. May your garden and your dreams both grow wild. And they all say Roots and Refuge on the bottom. So those are the 4 new designs. I've had these in my mind to do for a while now. But it just took an afternoon of sitting down and actually designing them, because I'm not super efficient at designing things. I can, but like I'm very slow at it, and I make a lot of mistakes, and I probably do think, like it takes me a long time to get everything lined up and all of that. And so I just took the afternoon because we're going to get our new animals this weekend, taking a caravan, multiple helpers up to Ohio. It's an 1,800-mile round trip. We're having farm sitters as well as garden help here. It's just a big undertaking. Today, we had to rent a trencher and run water lines and power lines throughout our property, because we had to get some things out to the woods to make a livable structure out there with water and power. So yeah. Big undertaking, but it was this is an amazing opportunity, and we really felt like it was something we were supposed to do. And part of that was just believing that all the financial end would work out and be okay. And one of the things we decided to do was the t-shirt campaign. And so we put the 4 new shirts up, we put the coupon code up, and Sherry, we're always a little silly. We're very excited. So yeah, we definitely have an exciting week. Super excited to share with you guys. And
Grain drain project trenching. Sorry to hear about that. I'm assuming you must have done some.
Goldshaw said, I'm excited for you and your new giraffe herd. It's going to be so cool.
I don't know how you got giraffes out of Velociraptors. I didn't order any brontosauruses.
So will you please make a future video on making homemade butternut squash soup?
Have you ever made that?
I haven't, but if I do, Babs, I will make a video just for you. No, the new animals are not on a shirt. I will make a shirt.
We ain't giving you that.
I will make a shirt as soon as we have.
There's a whole lot of shirts coming as soon as the animals get here.
Y'all are gonna be excited, so we need to stop. We'll give it away.
Yeah, no, actually, Ben Turn out there right now is still out there with a shovel and a pickaxe, and he's getting some of the PEX line in the ground so we can cover it up before it fills up.
Okay, so I did not see Bree comment. Bree came out to my house. There it is. All the tomato clippings you gave me made it. Thanks again so much. Got to get a shirt with the list on them. Bree came out to my house. I did a doTERRA class out here at my house, and Bree was one of the people that came. And before she left, she's got her first garden in. Thank you, Patient Blonda. I appreciate that. But I let her, everybody walk through the garden, showed them the garden. And I was like, well, hey guys, I'm about to come prune suckers. If you want any suckers off my plants to go root them to have more plants, you're welcome to them. And so we did it at a Terra class, and everybody left with cups full of suckers to start new tomato plants. I'm glad they made it, Bree. Yes, Oak Creek Homestead. I will definitely do some okra videos. Thank you, TC. We appreciate that. Sherry, we will get you a shirt.
I've got some really good ideas.
We will get you a shirt. Yeah, so I want to see what. It's so weird because I'll see like 6 people be like, oh, we agree. And then I didn't see.
Like one of the shirts I'm thinking about doing is getting with Morgan and getting one of the shirts of Chris Pratt when he's like holding back the Velociraptors like this, but only replace the Velociraptor with the new animal. That would be a good shirt.
Amy, we have not quite achieved drone mastery yet.
Yeah, well, no, it's not. I have the drone. I've flown it. I have not really had time. I'm still under a crunch time thing. This is like I've gotten a lot done. We still have a lot to get done before we have to leave. Who is asking?
We still have a lot to get done before we leave.
Oh, so the land.
Farm dad.
That's not my farm dad. That's Ben Vincent.
Your building dad.
Don't disgrace Ben Vincent, my farm dad. He's my carpentry dad. Y'all think I'm joking. I'm really not. I say this every single time.
But yeah, Jeremiah's still been working really, really hard on getting. We're really focusing on, like, we've literally laid multiple other things to the side that we were going to do this spring to do this instead. But once we're doing this, then we're doing it, and then we can do the other things after that.
So yeah, and honestly, if I was going to do a man shirt, it would have to be a tank top because I really don't wear shirts very much.
Oh, MJ Homestead, I love that. MJ Homestead was saying that her 14-year-old said today that he couldn't do something because it was too hard, and she told him that he can learn to do hard things.
That should be a shirt.
Many people commented on that. On whenever I was helping Ezra in the garden, and he said it's hard, and I said you can do hard things.
Wow.
Anyway, one of the things that we've learned a lot in the last few years is about like powerful parenting, and we read an author called Danny Silk, and really love what he teaches. But he teaches about, essentially validating your kids and how they feel. And it's so easy as adults sometimes whenever kids say something, like if your kid says, oh, this is hard, what do you, like your jerk reaction is, okay, it's not hard. And what that communicates is the way you feel is wrong. And one of the things that we really try to do with our kids is to tell them that it's okay with the way that they feel, but we can overcome things like fears or, discouragement and all that stuff. So like you can do hard things is one of like the language changes that we really intentionally made, because I used to be the one to be like, oh, stop, it's not that hard, or oh, stop, but that's really diminishing of how they feel. And I want to raise my kids to know how they feel and to take responsibility for it. So yeah.
There's a super chat.
Thank you.
2 super chats.
Emus. It's not. I will tell you guys this.
Is it Mary's? Maris. Mary's Vegetable Garden.
Oh, thank you. Here, let me finish say this. It's not emus. I will go ahead and tell you that. The emus scare the pee out of me. I'm not getting emus.
That's undignified.
It's true. If we ever visit Jake and Becky, I'm gonna be like,
get away from me, Bamboo.
Mari's Vegetable Garden. Thank you so much for that. That was so generous.
Someone asked if we got their email. Honestly, emails have just been we've been slacking.
Maybe.
Because we've been busy.
I will tell you guys right now, we are really trying. There are several hundred emails right now.
We're going to get there.
We're going to get there.
Eventually.
We care. We really do care. But you'll understand after this week.
You know what? Like at the beginning of the month, I'm always like, at this month, on the first of the month, I'm going to start responding to all the messages so we don't get behind. And then I get like 300 behind within like the first 3 or 4 days.
Hey, Ben Turn.
What's up?
Oh, Lord. Look at that.
Come here, Ben Turn.
He's a robot.
Nobody wants to see this.
Hey, y'all, come see this.
This cat.
It's been helping us.
Sit down. Take a load off.
Get him scooch.
Ben Turn.
Ben Turn.
The man. This is the legend.
Y'all, whenever you see our new animals this weekend, you guys remember that this guy helped us make it possible. Seriously, he has helped us so much and is amazing.
I'm toast.
He's worked really hard today. There's ham and bean soup.
Cool.
If you're hungry.
I need a drink.
Yeah, go ahead. Thank you for coming and saying hi to all these people. They all say that you rock, dude. Mary saying hello. Yes, he does look excited. Jeremiah came. Did you take a shower when you came in, or just go wash yourself off?
I didn't have time for that for a shower.
Yes. He has been quite literally an answer to prayer. So thankful for him.
Everybody needs a Ben Turn. I swear to you right now.
I'm not joking. If there were more like young men like Ben Turn in the world,
America would be a completely different country.
It would be better. It would be so much better.
Ben Turn for president. He's the only person who could do a better job.
You get that?
Yeah, so he's truly been a huge blessing.
Dude, you can seriously make a living on this. Like a good living. Like right now I got come to Texas, come to this place, come to that place. Like, listen, guys, here's my fee. Travel the country working on homesteads.
I'm good.
Do jujitsu on cows. That cow's trying to wrestle you, just freaking put it in a headlock, make it go to sleep.
He is a huge blessing. It's been.
Isn't that a sport?
We literally
maybe
about a month and a half ago, we were literally like, how are we going to do everything that we need to do? Like, and it's one of those crazy things whenever people are like, I want to see Ben Turn again.
Well, he's got his competition stash going right now. Right? Because he literally does jujitsu. I wasn't just making that up. So he could actually like hurt you. And he has a competition coming up, so he's getting his intimidating staff just to demoralize his enemy before it even starts.
Oh man!
Either intimidates him or just throws him off because it looks so ridiculous.
But I'll tell you what, the first time you guys get to meet Ben Turn in person, like his eyes are gonna captivate you. I'm a man, and I'm not attracted to Ben Turn in any way, but he's got some eyes on him. Like he's got some eyes. He's a cutie.
Jeremiah literally says, I'm so thankful for Ben Turn. And he's like, his eyes are beautiful.
I'm sure you do.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's asking for a close-up.
Tell him maybe after I've had a shower.
Okay, before we start work the next day that we do work, we'll get a close-up and we'll include it in the next vlog.
No, Ben Turn's not going to come to the Airline Expo. I don't think so. Are you going to California in September? No.
No. The next chance for you guys to see Ben Turn, honestly, because this kid is busy. Like, he's in business school. He works full-time job. He does jujitsu and kicks people's butts. Then he comes and works here. Like, he's busy. Will probably be like the Shindig or something like close. Something local.
He was at the Shindig.
He was.
You were at the Shindig.
Yep.
That was before he was known as Ben Turn. He was just Ben.
It's like Clark Kent before becoming Superman.
Do you want kombucha? There's kombucha in the back fridge.
Tastes like disappointment.
No, it doesn't. It tastes delicious. Somebody asked for the T-shirt link. There it is.
Oh, So the Land's coming to Cali in September. It's not. Morgan,
I love you.
I want this shirt, but it's got to be the real animal.
So Morgan Gold just sent this to Jeremiah.
He did that in like 5 minutes.
There it is. Can y'all see it? My camera.
They have arrived.
They have arrived. But he put giraffes in.
That's the shirt. Literally, that's the shirt only with the real
Gold
animal.
Shaw Farm, y'all. He cracks me up so much.
He's a freaking master.
Angel Page, yes, Danny Silk is really awesome.
Okay, this is hilarious. So we were in Kroger getting some groceries, and they have these salespeople walk around trying to sell you Kroger credit cards. And we're trying to like get out of debt and stuff, do this Dave Ramsey thing. Dave Ramsey thing. Anyways, we're like, no, we're not really interested in a credit card. And she's like, I understand. And she said, well, someone else she had went up to, and they said, no, I'm doing Dave Ramsey. And she said, okay, I can respect that. Well, she went to someone else, and as she was talking to the third person, the other lady who was like, I'm doing Dave Ramsey, ran by and was like, don't do it. Dave says no. And she's like, you're killing my business here. Like, she just followed her around the store, I guess, and was like telling people, run away.
Yeah, we've been doing Dave-ish for a while, but we're getting our new animals here, and obviously, we've already got down, we drive older vehicles and all that stuff, but we're actually we are telling every dollar where to go, and we are snowballing our debt and getting out of it once and for all. So,
after we're done spending money on getting these new animals.
After we're done hemorrhaging money to get these new animals. So,
Dave Ramsey would be very disappointed with us right now.
Yeah, totes my goats about those T-shirts. We're like, for
Who
real.
said what?
I said about those T-shirts. No, we're making T-shirts because we're like,
someone link the Teespring again.
we had to get that side hustle going because Dave says you get the side hustle going. So, but yeah, we're gonna be debt free, for sure. We're going for it. I joined a group on Facebook. Actually, one of our viewers added me to a group on Facebook that's like a Dave Ramsey baby steps group, and it is very, very encouraging. The being with other people and talking to other people who are really serious about it. It makes live like no one else. See you later. You can live like no one else. Exactly. It makes me.
Yeah, but I'm already doing that in two regards. Most people don't live on a farm. I'm just saying.
I know, but that's
he didn't specify. I'm already living on a farm. I'm living like mostly no one else.
Robin, that's amazing. That's so good. Two Family Homestead is in here.
They just got in.
Hey, Two Family Homestead, we love you.
Ordered a shirt today. Can you give us a hint?
Some people were asking.
Yes, we
how
gave you a
many.
hint. It's not an emu. That's a hint.
Or
so you
giraffe.
can check that off, and it's not a giraffe. It could be a Velociraptor, though. That's still on the table. What if I got one of the new animals and put them in one of those Velociraptor suits that blows up?
I think you would have a really mad new animal on your hand.
Probably.
Well, I almost said something that would totally give it away.
Oh my gosh, if you give it away in front of these people, it's over. I will pull the plug and throw the laptop off the table.
Then I won't be able to edit YouTube videos, and then where will we be?
We'll go live in Ohio.
What's the most disappointing thing in the garden this year?
What's the most disappointing thing in the garden this year? My guess, the walkways.
I think they're talking about plants.
You were pretty disappointed with the walkways, so.
He's super structure minded. Yeah, we put mulch down and stuff just keeps growing up through them, so that's kind of disappointing. My peppers have been kind of puny, but I haven't been wildly I actually don't get that disappointed by failure. If all my tomatoes went to crud, I would probably be pretty upset.
Just pouring concrete.
I will cut you.
And then putting like a foam pad on top so she can walk there.
Yeah, mulch was rough. Ocelots! Don't give it away.
What are ocelots?
Wild animals that we're not bringing to our homestead.
That would have made this live go crazy.
I haven't grown sweet potatoes. I would really like to. Ocelots are big cats. I can't remember what it was.
That sounds awesome. Can you train them to attack? That's not right. Hiltsey Homestead, the most disappointing thing in my garden is probably me. I don't believe you. You are the best thing in your garden.
Amen. You're magnificent.
You can do hard things. Buy that shirt when it comes out. Wear it till you believe it.
You can do hard things.
Oh my gosh, I would freaking lose it if we got Griffins. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. While we're on the subject of Griffins, why not get a dragon?
Well, listen, I don't even watch Game of Thrones, but I know how that went, so.
Yeah. Oh, they're dragons. No, Harry Potter kind of dragons, not Game of Thrones dragons.
Sherry.
What is she saying now? I didn't see
Boomer would wear. Oh, guys, I can't wait to share with you.
If you haven't figured it out yet, we might be talking to people who are giving us animals.
Will vegetables grow from store-bought veg? Sherry Nations. Sometimes, yeah. I mean, like, the thing is with saving seeds from store-bought vegetables is a lot of times those are F1 hybrids, so they're not stabilized, and so what you get is not necessarily the same as what you planted. But
yeah, and my gardener did a video about getting blueberry bushes from store-bought blueberries.
Really?
Yeah. I've seen it. It's only in my gardener video that I really watched all the way through because it was very interesting. I'm not a gardener. Now, when he starts putting videos out about his pizza place, ooh, first subscriber, show me how you're making that pie.
It's not grout behind us, Kayla. That's our chalkboard. It's not grout.
That's just chalkboard paint.
This is just white paint on a wall. So
you also had a really good idea, like doing like the first video of the month on the first, the first video of the first, like let's say May 1st, the first video we do, like that video we do, like starting it with like filling out like a time lapse of filling out the calendar and all that. Still never happened because we're too busy. And once you get like past like the 3rd or 4th, like it's like the 4th of June, you're like, we're too close to the next month to fill it out.
Yeah, you notice my calendar hasn't been filled out in months.
6 months.
I should probably do that.
Nah.
What day is this?
It's way past it. It's like the 10th.
What day is this for? Is it the 10th?
Or
I don't even
11th.
know. It's the 9th.
It's pretty close to 10th.
Oh, maybe I'll fill it out next month. Green Dream Project.
It doesn't take much. What doesn't take much?
I don't know. I just saw their name and wanted to say hi.
I keep missing stuff.
Yeah. Carly, I'm so glad to see that and hear that.
BB from Spain. I think you'll get Highland cattle cows.
I would like some of those.
We actually did talk about Highland cattle cows.
Recently.
Is it or sheep? We talked about sheep.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you know what's really nice?
Alpacas.
Well, we also are on the end of knowing of what we're getting, and they don't. I like being on that side. Like, I hate being the person who doesn't know, which is why it's easy for me to, like, build this up for you guys.
Heffalumps.
Draft horse. Oh my gosh. I actually, when we were rescuing horses, there was a Percheron. I was like, please, it's like, so big. She's like, you don't even know how to work a tiny horse. You ain't getting no person right, I'll kill you. And she's right.
Con's okay. Our dogs ran off the other night. For those of your friends with me on Facebook, you might have seen that because I posted because I got really scared. Because they've only ever gotten out of our yard and left like 3 times before. And it's always like they run down the street, you call for them and they come right back. They were gone all night and it was storming. And basically, Journey Pig had busted a hole in the fence, and they got out through it. And they've been inside all day. They're teenagers, and they're not fixed, and we've got to get them fixed. Like, after we get back from Ohio, both of our dogs are going to get fixed. There's beans in the Instant Pot bean soup. It's got ham in it.
It's like,
I'm just hungry.
damn. All right, someone says.
But our dogs got out, and I literally, we stayed up till 1 calling for him. My voice is still a little bit sore. My friend Lauren and I drove around all over here calling for him. And then we stayed up really late waiting for him. And then I woke up at 4:50 in the morning and I was laying in bed and I got up and I went out front at 4:50 in the morning and started screaming for him. And they came that time. So they're doing okay, but we've been keeping them they're not outside without us because I'm just
not doing that again. So Second Half Homestead a little while ago said, I'm trying to figure out why you need 2 trailers, mucho animals, alpacas or cows. Good guesses is my guess. I'm thinking Highland cattle might have difficulty in the heat there. We actually looked this up and they don't. They just have to have shade.
It's true.
So we can have Highland cattle in Arkansas. Just wanted to let you know. Are you pleased with the meat from your pig you had butchered? Jessica, I will answer that question unless you're trying to goat me into a trick question about liking the meat. And then we have to have this whole thing where we calm everyone down. Yes, I do enjoy that meat. It's the best pork meat I've ever had.
It is really fantastic.
Straight up. Honestly, it's so much more lean and healthy. That's a trap. Thank you, Green Dream. That's awesome. What I'm saying is, it's so much more lean than store-bought sausage and stuff. Jessica had to add some kind of oil or butter.
I put a little bit of butter
because there wasn't enough fat coming out to really cook it. It was kind of starting to burn and stuff, which that's what I love. Cause a deer sausage is very similar. It's very good. It's got flavor, but it's a lot more lean. And so you don't leave when you're done eating, you don't feel so heavy. And I really like this.
Somebody said, how do you guys travel and have animals? Overlook Valley Homestead. Our friends, Lauren and Brandon, come and stay at our house. We have very reliable farm sitters that come stay here. And they bring their family and stay here. And that way the farm has people here the entire time while we're gone. And Ben Turn helps while we're gone. My mom is very good at gardening. And so she is able to keep an eye on the garden and just make sure nothing's going on. So we have a really good support system of people who help.
Have you eaten goat meat? What do you do with the male goats? Up to this point, we have sold them, rehomed them, different things like that. This year, we are actually going to raise up the extra boys that we currently have, and we're raising them up for meat for the first time. So we will see how that goes. I've had it before. It honestly comes out very similar to a deer.
It's a lot like deer.
So, and it'll be like deer meat. It's very lean. It's pretty healthy. So trying it out.
Mallory, we're glad to have you. How is the drone learning going, sweet?
I haven't really had a lot of time. When I've got all these things that have to get done before we bring home the new animals and get the bees set up, even though I really want to, because I'm a real techie kind of I really like that kind of stuff. I would love to go out and fly the drone around right now, but it would be irresponsible and bad management of my time.
180 degrees from average, you think we should get armadillos. You do realize we live in the South. We have armadillos as well as possums and coons, and we don't want them. We want all of those to go away.
If I do get an armadillo, if I catch one, I'm sending it live to Goldchaw.
Why?
Because he says armadillo, what the heck is that? It's like an armored possum. He's like, holy crap, that's so cool.
Really?
So I'm going to send him one. Yes, he's never even seen one.
You
In
don't have
person.
anything like that? What do you have in Vermont? What are your varmints? When I was in Seattle.
Skunks, apparently. Lum Acres is like skunk in the chicken coop. So
When I
there's
was
some other
in
stuff.
Seattle, I saw a marmot.
A marmot.
Literally, and a badger. I saw these things in the wild. They ran out by my car, and I was like, "Oh my god! I've never seen anything like that except in a zoo. What in the world? That's crazy, right? I didn't even know what a marmot was. I had to ask you guys what the brown furry thing I saw was, and you told me marmot, and I looked it up, and I was like, it really was a marmot. First time ever. Y'all have minks. Okay, Goldshaw Farm said they have minks, skunks, possum, raccoons, martins, and fishers. What is martins?
And a fisher.
And fishers.
Is it like guys that like squat on your property and fish your pond?
we have the
Freaking varmints! Fishers, man.
Martins. Oh, you have to clarify when you go. Oh, a martin. It's kind of like a little weasel looking thing. What? Okay.
Fisher cats, vicious.
What?
He said fisher.
Oh, a fisher looks like a weasel too. So these are all just kind of like weasels, sort of. I mean, I guess martins and fishers are like. I'm getting schooled on varmints here.
Yeah, you are.
I don't think we have those here. Maybe we do.
Yeah, I'll send you an armadillo. You send me one of those things. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, let's not do that. That's totally. Oh,
Thank
it's like
you,
a ferret.
April Westerville.
Yeah,
Sent
you're
us
right. That
a
does
super
look like a
chat
ferret.
for the animal fund.
Oh, thank you so much, April.
We have panthers now. That would be kind of cool. Not if it showed up at your house, but
We have panthers here. There's panthers in Arkansas. People call them painters. That's what the old timers say. There's a painter in the hill. And you're like, a painter? Like an artist?
Yeah.
Also, mountain lions. There's mountain lions in Arkansas. And we don't have we have bears, but like not commonly, not like in other places where bears will just come out.
Honey Badger just takes what he wants. Yeah, we have coyotes for sure. Actually, last night I got up at about 1:30 and went outside with my gun because they were close.
Oh,
They were in the pasture next door, or they were close to the pigs or something.
bobcats. I think there's bobcat. Yeah,
There are
there's
bobcats. There's black bear. There's some varieties of elk, white-tailed deer. We have beavers, otters, lots of otters.
Yeah, otters are pretty common here. But I mean, like possums and coons like crazy.
Possums,
And coyotes,
coons,
lots of
armadillos.
Yeah, lots of armadillos. Oh, and snakes. There are lots of snakes
Yeah,
here, which they're not really
snakes,
animals
rats.
so much.
Moles,
Bugs.
mosquitoes that can pick you up and steal your children.
Thank you to Fernandez Farm. Diane, here's the link to the T-shirts. The coupon code is ROOTS, all caps. Squirrels, bats, and hedgehogs gardening with me.
Hedgehogs, never seen one of those in person.
Yeah, we don't. I've never seen hedgehogs. That doesn't mean they're not here. We have bats.
Oh, Ray from Horticulture Geek. What's up, dude?
Hey, Ray.
Neighbor.
I need to come by and see your garden. Send you a message.
Someone asked what our YouTube channel is about. It's about us on a homestead.
Yep, it's
A
about our
homestead
family.
is a farm.
We
It's
live on a
like
small farm.
It's like a hobby farm, really, but we're getting there.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to this little homesteading conference in Mena, Arkansas this weekend. The Ouachita Homesteading Conference, and it was on Holly Springs Farm, Holly Springs Homestead in Mena. Beautiful farm. And I would literally text Jeremiah. I was like, I'm not a real farmer, because like I was like meeting like real farmers that are like running, like 400-acre farms, and they're like actually like living off their farms in a massive way. And I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm still feel like a pretend farmer sometimes.
How do you protect yourselves from bug bites in the garden?
Terra Shield oil by doTERRA.
That's right.
Lauren, if you're still on here, would you put a link up to Terra Shield?
Is the meet still
You'll grab
happening
my
in
link.
Ohio? I don't know actually if we're going to be able to do that. I don't know how.
We're taking a caravan. We're taking several people that are taking off work to come, so we can't really drag it out. And once we get the animals, we have to drive straight home because it's a 900-mile trip that we have to take animals in a trailer. Have you told people how many? We're not telling how many, right?
No, not right now. Because then they'll start figuring it out.
They will.
It's between 1 and 1 million. Somewhere. Give or take a few 100,000.
Adkins Family Homestead. If you'll send me a message, I can get you a link for
I actually do need a donkey. Here's the thing is when we first bought this place, we had people trying to give us donkeys. And we're like, we don't need a freaking donkey. All we have is like 15 Rhode Island Red, in a tiny little coop. Like, we don't need any, what are they going to do? Walk around in a circle with the chickens? There's no need for a donkey. We don't even have fences. Like 8 different donkeys tried to come our way. Now we actually could use a donkey, and I would welcome a donkey. I would take a donkey and name it Donkey. And nobody wants to give us a donkey.
Back to Earth Living. I'm glad to have you as part of our team. Super excited to have you as part of our doTERRA team.
I'm just going to get like some rabbits and put them on a cage and have it on like a little bike cart, like one of those like carts you sit on with like bike, and just be able to bike it around the garden and just have them poop everywhere.
Marie, thank you so much for that.
Call it a poop
It's
trike.
really encouraging to me.
You know what I'm saying? It's a good invention, a little poop trike right there.
You're so tacky.
Then on Naked Gardener Day, I'll just sit on it naked and I'll help them. You know what I'm saying?
You're being so bad. You're making me so
I tried to get Ben to spit out his kombucha. It almost worked. Hiltsy Homestead. I don't know about donkeys. They seem like
Jeremiah has lost his animal acquiring mind this year. Just so you know. Actually, I'm not the one
yes, you are.
who said the new
Yes.
animals. No, you tried to arrange that without me knowing about it.
Yeah, like that would happen. Hey, I'm gonna be gone for 3 days. I'm taking all my family and all this. Like, I'm knocking down all the trees, building barns. Like, what are you doing? I don't know. I thought we might get a couple of chickens.
You did. You were gonna try to.
I
surprise
was. I realized how futile that would be. Never going to happen.
Oh man. Somebody said something about 900 miles and I lost it.
Bare Bottom Makers, my wife said I should get shirts like mine today because of my farmer's tan. Oh, you wear like an actual T-shirt? I wear a tank top. Look at this.
Check
Wait,
this out.
look. I've never taken my tank top off. See, this looks not, that's not that.
Mine's not that bad. Listen, I am just equally pale all over. I don't go out after 9:30 in the morning, honey. I will burn my snow white skin, okay?
You can see my skin spot. Hey,
What?
Who was that?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, that tank top tan. I'm very fair.
yes, I do have a tank top tan. It's as good as it's going to get. I don't lay out in the sun. I don't put on, I don't care about evening tanning. Like, I don't care. And you see the bottom of my feet, right where my socks start, there's white all the way to my toes.
It's true. His feet.
Now, my calves are all looking good. My thighs are white. That's white. My feet are white. It's part of it. Those aren't the parts that you see anyways. Those are the parts that you see. And you don't care.
That's true. Yeah, I have.
How many grandkids do each of you want? All of them. Listen, I love parenting. It's one of my favorite things. It's actually one of my favorite things I get to do as like God ordained. Like, I need you to take care of these kids and do well. And I really do want to do well with them. But I am so much more excited about grandparenting. Let me just get this straight. I can most of the time do what I want because we let our grandparents, like right now, they do what they want. Most of the time, it's like you go to their house, play video games, all you want, whatever, eat, all that. So you get to do what you want, hang out with them, be nice with them. We're talking about when I get to be a grandparent. I'm saying this is what
y'all
it's
want
like.
to meet my mom?
So you get to. So a grandparent is like this. This is
cute.
like grandparent. Listen. So you get to have all the fun. Like, hey, it's grandparents. They're going to take them out to the movies. All this. Right? You get to take them home after they're exhausted. And drop them off with your kids. And they deal with all the stuff. And you just have fun. I'm ready to be a grandparent. I'm excited. I want all the grandkids.
Thank you, Amelia Cat, for that. Okay, Mom, come say hi. You want to?
Congratulations, Donna Norris. Number 8 due in October.
You look fine, Mom. Y'all say hi to my mom. Isn't she cute? This is my little mom.
My little mom.
So shy. So shy. But I'm glad to be here, and I'm going back to the kids.
Thank you, Mom.
Two Family Homestead said, we just had 2 grandkids leave. The 3-year-old was having a meltdown. Exactly. And where did you send them? Not to their room, to their mom. You see what I'm talking about? Everything changes at that point. It's no more go to your room. It's time for you to go home. Your mommy says she miss you.
Oh, the Fernandez farm. Thank you so much for that. I love hearing that. That encourages me so much. So much.
That's so fun.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
my mom is really beautiful.
I hope my kids all have big families.
My mom is very beautiful. She's
Jessica, you were doing the thumbnail and you were smiling so big. And you said,
I was
you
like,
can't even see my eyes. It's all wrinkles.
Yeah, my mom has a big smile, and she is beautiful. Whenever I was a teenager, people thought that she was my sister. But I'll take it. It's nice to have a mom that's looking good. It's like, all right, I can get older. Be good. Kids are the best. I love being a parent. I love having kids. How about some mom in the garden videos? M. Callahan. I really want to take you guys and show you my mom's garden. My mom gardens and has lots of beautiful, she does lots of potted plants and like tropical plants and stuff. And I really want to take you over and shoot a video at her house. So we may do that. I may try to do that this week. She's kind of shy on it. I mean, like she's really like, she'll pop in and say hi, but she's a little nervous on the camera. But I mean, she's awesome. If she, and she's got a lot of gardening knowledge. If she would relax and be okay being in front of people. She gets really nervous. So, but I want to take you guys over. I told her that I wanted to, and she said, okay. So we'll just have to do that. Mom's garden tour. That would be really, really cool, huh? Her name's Mary, by the way. I introduced her to you guys as my mom, but her name is Mary. Aw, thank you so much for support, Luthieton. Hope I said that right. Thank you for that, for supporting us so much. We appreciate it.
Fucking dream of gardening all night. That's good.
Mary Hart said, Mary is a great name. Aw. Oh, that's Malia. I thought it was mom coming back in. Thank you, Ray. I will tell her that. She would appreciate it. That's what I tell people whenever they're nervous to come on the channel. I'm like, it's cool. I always tell people this, and I really do mean it. We seriously have the best subscribers on all of YouTube. It's true. We really do. And for real, when we shout out other channels. Yeah, I've never heard that before.
And I've never heard Jeremiah was a bullfrog not one time. How does it go again?
Go get my mom. She'll sing it for you. She sings it to you all the time. But yeah, what was I saying? I completely forgot. Oh, I have the best subscribers in the world. Whenever we shout people out and people go and support them, like people have come back to me and been like, your subscribers that came to me are so nice.
They're my new favorite subscribers.
They're like, they are so awesome. They're so supportive. They're so kind and encouraging. I was like, I know, I'm telling you, I promise you, I have the best. Like other people tell me, they're like, the people who have come to my channel, they're just the nicest people. And I'm like, totally agree.
Hold the Walnuts. Hey, what's up? Grandma's Garden. You are the best YouTube channel on YouTube.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not going to agree with you because that would be prideful, narcissistic, which I am not.
We do have really nice people on our channel. So, all right, guys, we got to wrap this up because it's 8:30 and our children are all dribbling in the back door covered in sweat because they're playing their butts off outside. And so they probably want to come in the house and veg.
Paul Hurst, we have a real stern talking to him. He's how do you get bugs stop eating your plants?
Yeah, we just sit them down and give them the what for.
I'm really good at it too.
If you could go through my garden right now and just have a really good close up, you would know that my garden is covered in bugs.
We really
right
go
now.
with the Hunger Games method. We offered this one up as tribute so the others can live.
Yeah. I've not stayed on top of pest care this year at all. I have not been picking squash. I've been so busy. I've not been picking squash bugs. I've not been spraying regularly. I usually use neem or diatomaceous earth. I haven't put diatomaceous earth down once because we're getting bees and somebody told me they can hurt the bees. And so I'm scared. And then it's just like, it's cool. I don't need eggplants. You can just eat all my eggplants. I'm getting bees. We're also having pollinator issues. Oh my goodness. It's been a rough year for gardening, to be completely honest. Kinetic kittens. Oh, black soil at the new place. I could probably be persuaded to move. No. Well, actually, if someone offered me a new place with black soil, I might consider it. I don't know. We've done a lot of work here. So, Mary Cody said she sent you a link for Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog. So whenever you get a minute.
Oh, great. I'll go and watch it. Hope you all have an awesome week. Much love, you guys. Thanks, guys. I'm assuming it's Jason. It's usually Jason from Sutherland.
Oh, thank you.
I think he said they're going to California, so that'll be fun. This will actually, the Seed Expo this year, there's going to be a lot of YouTubers there.
Yeah, we're not going to say who because it's up to them to announce it, but actually Baker Creek is having a lot of YouTubers out.
Just if y'all want to start guessing names, I'll wink.
No, don't do that. Just don't do it. Stop. Okay, guys, we really do have to get off here. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Misha, for that. We appreciate it. We bless you guys. Garden tour will be up tomorrow. New animals up this weekend. And we love y'all.
See you guys.